Hi and welcome back. Today we are going to make a patriotic or 4th of July or Independence Day freeze pop cozy. Now of course you don't have to make them in red, white, and blue. You don't have to make them for the holiday. But I happen to be doing that today, and for that I'm using a 1 or a 2.75 millimeter crochet hook. I'm using number 10 crochet thread in red, white, and blue. We need an embroidery needle and a pair of scissors, and that's all we need. Beginning with the red crochet thread, chain 26. I have 26 chains. Now single crochet in the second chain from hook, and then single crochet in each chain across. I have crocheted my way across, so we have 25 single crochets. Now we're just going to work a shell stitch. So chain 3 and turn and work 2 double crochet in this very first single crochet, and that's considered a half shell. Now skip 2 single crochet and single crochet in the next. Skip 2 single crochet and work 5 double crochet in the next. Then skip 2 single, skip 2, 5 double crochet, skip 2 single, and when we get to the end we're going to do 3 double crochet. Now I'm at the end of my row. I have a half shell on each end and 3 shells in the center. So moving on, let's chain 1 and turn, single crochet in that first double crochet. Now let's skip 2 stitches and work 5 double crochet in the next. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Skip 2 stitches, single crochet in the next. Skip 2, 5 double crochet, skip 2 single, skip 2, 5 double crochet, skip 2 single, skip 2, 5 double crochet, skip 2, single crochet in this last double crochet. Then what you're going to do is repeat this shell row and this shell row. So this one, this one, this one, this one, and do that until you have a total of 10 rows of shell, not including that single crochet row that we have here, but 10 rows of shell, and then we will come back. I am at the last stitch, row 10 of shells. Now I'm going to make a color change here. So I'm going to begin my single crochet right here, and I'm going to add on white, and then I'm just going to tie the white and the red together in a knot. To connect my new color and keep it secure. Now what we need to do here is we're going to trim off our red, but we need to leave a tail, because we're going to use the tail from each of the colors to stitch the sides closed. That way you don't see the wrong color in your stitching. Now I'm going to work 10 rows of the white in the shell stitch, just like this. And when I get to the end of the 10th row, I'm going to connect the blue exactly the same way we did here, and then crochet 10 more rows of the shell stitch, and then our crocheting will be done, and I will come back at that point. Okay, I have 10 rows of each color, and I've already tucked away the short ends that we had left over when we attached each new color. So now I'm just left with the long tails that we left on there to do our sewing. So at this point, I have threaded my embroidery needle onto my blue thread, and I'm just going to fold this over and just sew it up. And we will just, there's really no special way, we will just stitch down to the blue. Once we get here, knot it off, weave it in, cut it, and then pick up the white, do the same thing, and then the red, and when you get to the end of the red, just go ahead and come across the bottom, and we will get this completely closed up. Okay, now I have this all stitched up, and I'm just turning it inside out, or right side out. Not that there really is much of a right side, considering we crocheted back and forth. Probably not very important which side we consider the right side, but anyway, I'm considering this the right side because I stitched it up on the other side. I'm just working out these corners. Okay. Alright. So basically, our little cozy is done. Now, you could crochet a star and sew it onto your cozy, which was my intent to begin with, but in the end I really didn't like it for whatever reason. Maybe it was just my star. I used my own pattern, so I don't know. So I'm going to go with a flower, and I'm going to use white. And to begin our flower, we're going to chain 2, and then work 6 single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Okay, I have 6 single crochet. So what I'm going to do at this point is just slip stitch to join. And now chain 1 and work 2 single crochet in each single crochet around, giving us 12 single crochet. Now let's slip stitch to join in our first single crochet. Now we have 12, chain 1, single crochet in that same space, that same single crochet we joined in. Now work 5 triple or 5 treble in the next single crochet, and then 1 single crochet in the next single crochet, 5 triple in the next, 1 single crochet in the next, and do that all the way around. Okay, I have made my way around. So now let's just slip stitch in this last, or in the first single crochet. Now fasten off and weave in your ends. So here is my flower, and what we're going to do next is we're going to work around the posts of the single crochets from the beginning. The 6 single crochets, we're going to work around these posts. Now place your flower wherever you want it on your cozy. Doesn't matter if it's here or wherever you want it. And we're going to begin with a single crochet. Now we're going to go in that post, and we're also going to pick up some of the cozy behind this single crochet without going all the way through and capturing the back as well. So now we're just going to make a single crochet here, and then we're going to move on to the next single crochet, to that next post, work our way down into the blue or the top of our cozy, still making sure that we're not picking up the back of this cozy as well. As we do that, obviously we can't get our freeze pop to go in there. And this is rather difficult to do as far away from me as my work is right now. But go ahead and do that around each of the 6 posts. So we will end up with 6 single crochet. Now that I have 6 single crochet, I'm going to slip stitch in the first single crochet to join. Now chain 1, single crochet in that same space, 5 triple crochet in the next, single crochet in the next, 5 triple in the next. Do that all the way around, and we will have 3 of these little petals. So I have made my way around, so now I'm just going to slip stitch into this first single crochet to join. Now fasten off and weave in your ends. So here is our completed freeze pop cozy. Now you could put a pearl or a crystal or a bead or whatever you want on the inside of the flower if you want to. I chose not to do that. And here's another one. Now, I think these would sell really well for the summer, like a summer craft fair, or if you sell online, maybe make a set of 2 or 4. And I have one done in a solid color, so that you're not, changing colors. It's just an easy one-piece stitch it up type thing. And this has a blue flower. So then I did the opposite. I did a blue cozy with a purple flower. And you can see that the flowers are much lower on this one. And then I have a green with the red flower, and the flowers even further down than the rest of them are. But there you go. I think these would be a pretty good seller. And I do realize that there are different size freeze pops, and you could easily adapt this pattern to use it to cover different size freeze pops if you wanted to. Now, it's been pointed out to me several times that you can't hear me, and I apologize for that. I'm going to work on that, but in the meantime, since this is a crochet project and I don't go through every single step, I tell you to single crochet this amount of times, but I don't show you as I do it. I'm going to go ahead and put the written pattern on my blog, rosecottagecrochet.blogspot.com, and I'll put a link in the description. That way you can have the written pattern, especially if you didn't hear me. But I know a lot of people prefer the written pattern over watching a YouTube video. So there we are. I'll throw some freeze pops in here and take you some pictures. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching.